Alright, hey guys, so this is a kind of a new setup that I've got here. Just trying to see if it's stable enough. Stop the live stream for now because I didn't think it was very helpful. Especially like the video quality was really getting hampered even though I had like LTE and things like that. So kind of stopped that. I thought I would go old school and just record it and then finally upload it. Seemed like a better idea because I'm kind of recording in 4K, I believe. Yeah. Anyways, so I want to talk about, I know a lot of people have questions, fundamentals of cryptos, where do these come from, who's really funding it, where do you buy it, which is like a really important question that I see. Sorry for the high exposure, I gotta figure this out. I really... No car there, okay. Oh man, that's pretty high exposure. Okay, that's better. So, yeah, so looking at where you can buy cryptos, depending on your country really. I know I mentioned a bit in the last live feed. So in reality, if you want to look, you can look at Bittrex, Bitfinex. But the problem with these cryptos or these exchanges, to be honest, is that they are kind of already taken over. I mean, you can't register if you're not already in it right now. Kraken's another one. And if you're really looking into, I mean, most exchanges, you just Google like top crypto exchanges and you'll get like hundreds of them. And you can buy Bitcoin, Ethereum. For most of them, you can now start buying Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash. But so oddly enough, a lot of them don't even offer XRP, though it's the second highest market cap coin out there. For you guys who don't know what market cap is, it's basically market capitalization. It's a short for that, but it's the number of coins into the cost or the market price of each coin. That's how many there are and the value of the whole thing, basically. In cryptos, I've noticed that is the way they really say how good a crypto is. It's supposed to be based on what the white paper says and how valuable the white paper is, but unfortunately that's not how it works. It started with that noble idea though, with Bitcoin. People were looking at how good a coin was, what's the value of the coin, why do you need the coin, privacy of it and things like that. Anyways, let's not get sidetracked and get back to the point that missed it. I should have gone. Okay. So let's get back to the point that, yeah, if you want to buy with US cash, most accepted is US and Euro. Those are two currencies that are most accepted, really. So if you want to buy with those, the number of exchanges go down, and you can't just Google it. For example, I believe Kraken allows for a few, though I've been trying to get into Kraken for a long time now. I know Bittrex definitely does allow. Then which other one? Just wondering. I think not Coin Market Cap. There's one more. There's a Coin something which is for Canada only. It's based out of Toronto. They accept, but they do only the big currencies. Binance is supposed to be a good guy where you can buy, I believe. I heard about it, but I haven't tried it, to be honest. But you should, if you do have Bitcoin or Ether available that you can buy from Coinbase, which is like quick verification, but you can spend only a couple of $100, then I would strongly suggest you go through Coinbase, just because of simplicity and ease of use, really. Yeah, if you're a first-time buyer, Coinbase is the way to go. Or then you have other exchanges where you exchange coins you don't use cash. There are bigger ones like Poloniex. You get like any coin really on earth. Then you have some exchanges where, or not exchanges really, but I don't know if you guys have heard of AngelList, where you can fund investors, fund new companies. Like that, you can fund new crypto ICOs, that is known as, before like the initial coin offerings. It's called CoinList. It's a sister firm of AngelList. It's made by the same guy, I believe, because he's actually helping out in a Fund 10 thing, which is basically the top 10 cryptos. It's sort of an ETF, but it's only for there's a term for this. So there are kind of investors, and to be those kind of investors, like authorized investors or something, you got to it's not hitting my head, but you need to have at least about a net worth of about $1 million if you're in the US, or at least be investing quite a bit. So it's basically, how do you become one of these authorized investors or whatever investors is you just have cash. So unfortunately, and then they get things really early on. So fact of the matter is, if you have money, you get things much quicker than anybody else. Yeah, these are my top exchanges really. I would suggest googling a few, and then when you Google, just look for reviews as well, because a lot of exchanges are now having downtime and they don't pay back. There's a Vancouver exchange called Einstein that's come up now for Canadians. I haven't heard much about it, but the problem with smaller exchanges compared to Poloniex is one of these exchanges is they're not able to scale as much. So when suddenly, from just having a couple of thousand or like 10,000 verifications each quarter, these guys hit 50,000 verifications each month or each week. It went a little crazy, so the verification process went down. They don't have third-party verification. It seems like they just do it manually, where they take your license, your passport, and maybe some utility bill, and then you got to verify. And crypto market being so volatile, it's kind of hard, right? You want to get in as quick as possible. You want to get in now. Unfortunately, it's not like an email sign up or your normal sign up, just like, please click my email to verify this thing. It doesn't work that way. Since it's finance, it's just like getting into the stock market. And please I know the New Year's coming, just file your taxes for this. Don't do any shady stuff. I'm sure you can make a lot of money out of this. I'll link some of the exchanges I mentioned, and whichever I didn't mention that didn't hit the top of my mind, I'll make sure to mention that with the links below. It should be below this video for sure. For YouTube, I try to put in Twitch as well. And yeah, please do subscribe, guys, and gives me a thumbs up if you guys like this. I'll keep giving you more updates with the Crypto Daily and other crypto news. Thanks, guys.